Artificial intelligence is the hottest sector right now in the stock market, and it's hotter than ever before. It has been mentioned 199 times in the first quarter earnings call. This number is above the 5-year average of 80 and 10-year average of 150. As the leader of the AI space and one of the most followed stock, Nvidia has just announced 10-for-1 stock split on May 23, 2024. The stock split will take effect on June 7th. The stock is almost up 10% on the day of announcement. So in this video, we will tell you how to participate in this stock splitting event. The stock split announcement happened on the same day of the latest earnings report, where both top line and bottom line were beaten, along with a better than expected outlook for the next report. So what exactly is a stock split? Simply put, a stock split divides each existing share into multiple new shares. So in Nvidia's case, one share will become 10, effectively lowering the price per share from around $10.40 a share to about $104 a share. So, but there is a kicker, right? The total value of your investment stays the same. You just own more shares at a lower price. So why would a company do stock splitting? Many people think that lower the share price makes it easy for retail investors to buy Nvidia stock, as many retail investors can't afford to buy such a high price stock, right? If a stock is $1,000 a piece, that's very expensive for retail investors, for most of the retail investors. So a lower price per share would make it more accessible for the public. But as most of the stockbrokers today now offers fractional trading, I no longer think that's a major reason for stock splitting. I think it's more of a psychological effect, because usually it's the companies that has been doing very well that announces this kind of stock split. And the companies that does horrible, they usually announce reverse stock split, which work just like a stock split, but in reverse, right? As an example, in February 20th, 2024, Aurora Cannabis did a 1-for-10 reverse stock split, just so that the company can comply with the New York Stock Exchange minimum price requirement, right, of $1. Which means the stock was doing so bad, the per share price dropped below $1, and the stock exchange was about to kick it out of the exchange. So by doing the reverse 1-for-10 stock splitting, that boosted up the price back to right now $6.66 a share, so they can stay maybe a couple months longer on the stock exchange before it's getting kicked out. As you can see, this stock has been doing horribly for the past couple of years. A very important question that everyone wants to know is, how well do stock splitting affect a stock's share price, right? So according to Bank of America Global Research, those companies that do stock splitting, their share price rise an average of 25.4% over the next 12 months, compared to 11.9% for the S&P 500. So that's a significant difference, because you're seeing a return more than twice of the average S&P 500, right? So of course, a stock split doesn't guarantee future performance. So that means Nvidia can be red, can be negative in next 12 months, but the odds are in favor of the long position holders. Now, another potential benefit of the Nvidia stock split is it makes the stock a potential candidate for Dow Jones Industrial Average index, making it a very attractive option, because after the splitting, Nvidia stock will be about $110 a share. Dow Jones Industrial Average is a price-weighted index, so unlike S&P 500 or NASDAQ, those are market cap weighted index, right? The higher the market cap, the more weighting you are in the index. But this one, look at your per share price. So Nvidia being $1,000 a share, it's impossible to add that stock to this index, because if you look at the top holding of the index, right, this one only have a share price of $500. There's no way to add Nvidia in here with $1,000. But now the share being $110 a share, it's very possible, right? If you look at Apple in the Dow Jones, right, it's only $189 a share. So Nvidia 110, it's a possible candidate now. And how do retail investors get involved in stock splitting, right? So if you want to participate in the stock splitting, like I said before, the split will take effect on June 7th, which is a Friday, and then the stock will be trading at the new price on June 10th, which is the next Monday, right? Following the Friday. But if you want to actually get involved in the stock splitting, only the shareholder of record at the close of the market on June 6th will receive 9 additional shares. Okay, so by end of day, June 6th, your name need to be on the shareholder record. But to make sure, if you don't have any Nvidia yet, to make sure your name is on there, you need to make sure you buy the stock before June 4th, so 2 days before June 6th, right? That's because the T+2 settlement rule in US, right? Because even though if you buy a stock, the stock go to your broker right away, but the settlement takes actually 2 business days to settle, okay? So you need to get in before June 4th. So as a conclusion, should you consider buying Nvidia? While nobody can predict what stock market movement, right, for certain, historical data shows that, like I said before, companies often perform well following a stock split. So typically, from what I've seen in the past in the bull market for stock splits, typically there is a significant rally following the announcement of the stock split until the actual date of the stock split. And that's followed by a temporary dip in the stock price, right, or correction in the stock price, and then eventually it will make a recovery, a pretty quick recovery back to all-time high, right, back to making all-time highs. So so I think if you're a short-term trader, it's crucial to be aware of the risks, of course, because Nvidia right now is under the spotlight. It's the most it's the most popular stock in the U.S. stock market. It has the highest dollar value traded per day, right? So there will be a lot of volatilities. But if you are a true believer of Nvidia, right, you love their fundamentals, you believe in their growth aspect. For example, if you look at this image, this is a quarterly chart. Each bar shows a quarter. The red line is the net profit margin, and the blue bar are the net income, right? In the past couple of quarters, it's been exploding of a stock in terms of fundamentals. Nobody knows if Nvidia can keep it up, but if you're a believer, you're a long-term investor, you can actually buy the stock anytime you want. You can buy it right now, you can buy it later on after the split. You can do whatever you want, because those short-term fluctuation doesn't affect long-term investors. But for me, I wouldn't buy this because I have a lot of NASDAQ 100, because that means I have a lot of exposure to the stock already. Because in NASDAQ 100, Nvidia is currently ranked number 3 in terms of the composition or weighting of the stock in the index. And it seems like if the trajectory of the stock can continue to go up, it will take over Apple to be number 2. For sure, if they keep doing what they're doing right now, right? And number 1 right now is Microsoft. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.